Once again, this is one of those books that I wish I had the time to read to you in class, so I will record and you can watch at your own time, right? Math Curse. Yeah, math science teachers gotta love that. Love the artwork in this book too. Look at that. She looks like she's like falling down this abyss, right? This big, huge hole, sort of spiraling down with a scary look on her face. Right? This is called a jacket. Sometimes there's messages in the jacket, little things to read. Right? This one here says, "Did you ever wake up to one of those days when everything is a problem? You have 10 things to do, but only 30 minutes until your bus leaves? Is there enough time? You have 3 shirts, 2 pairs of pants. Can you make one good outfit?" Then you start to wonder, why does everything have to be such a problem? Why do 2 apples always have to be added to 5 oranges? And why do 4 kids always have to divide 12 marbles? Why can't you just have 10 cookies and keep them without taking 3 away? Why? Because you're a victim of the math curse. That's why. But don't despair. This is one girl's story of how that curse can be broken. Right? The math curse. Right? And I don't know if you noticed the big symbols sort of hidden in that page. They're so big you almost miss them, but equal sign, division problem, right? And this is called a dedication page. Oftentimes authors will dedicate part of the book to someone or the whole book. This says, if the sum of my nieces and nephews equals 15 and the product equals 54, sounds like a diamond problem to me, I have more nephews than nieces. How many nephews and how many nieces is this book dedicated to? And if I divide the number of years my dad was an accountant, 30, by the number of years I needed help with my math, 30, I get 1 dedication for Dad, the CPA. Right? I was almost a CPA. On Monday in math class, Miss Fibonacci says, you know, you can think of almost everything as a math problem. And on Tuesday, I start having problems. Dun, dun, dun. Look at that face. I wake up at 7:15. It takes me 10 minutes to get dressed, 15 minutes to eat my breakfast, and 1 minute to brush my teeth. Suddenly, it's a problem. 1. If my bus leaves at 8 a.m., will I make it on time? 2. How many minutes in 1 hour? 3. How many teeth in one mouth? I look at my closet and the problems get worse. I have 1 white shirt, 3 blue shirts, 3 striped shirts, and that 1 ugly plaid shirt that Uncle Zeno sent me. 1. How many shirts is that altogether? 2. How many shirts would I have if I threw away that awful plaid shirt? And 3. When will Uncle Zemo quit sending me those ugly shirts? I'm getting a little worried. Everything seems to be a problem. I take out the milk for my cereal and I wonder, 1. How many quarts in a gallon? 2. How many pints in a quart? 3. How many inches in a foot? 4. How many feet in a yard? 5. How many yards in a neighborhood? How many inches in a pint? How many feet in my shoes? I don't even bother to take out the cereal. I don't want to know how many flakes are in a bowl. Miss Fibonacci has obviously put a math curse on me. Everything I look at or think about now becomes a math problem. I try to get on the bus without thinking about anything. But there are 5 kids already on the bus, and 5 kids get on at my stop. 5 more get on the next stop, and 5 more get on the last stop. True or false? What is the bus driver's name? Miss Fibonacci has this chart of what month everybody's birthday is in. 1. Which month has the most birthdays? 2. Which month has the fewest? 3. Why doesn't February have a W in it? 4. Don't you think this chart looks like a row of buildings? 5. Do you ever look at clouds and think they look like something else? 6. What does that ink blot look like to you? The whole morning is one problem after another. There are 24 kids in my class. I just know somebody is going to bring cupcakes. We sit 4 rows with 6 kids in each row. What if Miss Fibonacci rearranges the desks to make 6 rows? 8 rows? 3 rows? 2 rows? I count the 24 kids in my class, this time by twos. Jake scratches his paper with one finger. How many fingers are in this class? Casey pulls Eric's ears. How many ears are in this class? The new girl, Kelly, sticks out her tongue. How many tongues are in our class? I'm about to really lose it when the lunch bell rings. This is like the coolest picture, I think. See this spiral, all these pencils and rulers, right? These faces down in the middle. This must be Miss Fibonacci over here, I'm guessing. All right. Anyway, let's go to the next page. Unfortunately for me, lunch is pizza and apple pie. Each pizza is cut into 8 equal slices, and each pie is cut into 6 equal slices. And you know what that means? Fractions. 1. If I wanted 2 slices of pizza, should I ask for A, 1/8, B, 2/8, or C, 2 slices of pizza? 2. What is another way of saying 1/2 of an apple pie? A, 2/6, B, 3/6, C, le mot d'une tarte aux pommes. 3. Which tastes greater, 1/2 a pizza or 1/2 an apple pie? We haven't studied fractions yet, so I take 12 carrot sticks, 3 at a time, and I eat them 2 at a time. In the afternoon, every subject turns into a problem. Social studies is geography problem. The Mississippi River is about 4,000 kilometers long. An M&M is about 1 centimeter long. There are 100 centimeters in a meter and 1,000 meters in a kilometer. 1. Estimate how many M&Ms it would take to measure the length of the Mississippi. 2. Estimate how many M&Ms you would eat if you had to measure the Mississippi River in M&Ms. Bonus, can you spell Mississippi without any M&Ms? English is a word problem, right? If mail plus box equals mailbox, does lipstick minus stick equal lip? Does tuna fish plus tuna fish equal forna fish? Even PE is a problem. In 1919, Babe Ruth hit 29 home runs, batted .322, and made $40,000. In 1991, the average baseball player in the major leagues hit 15 home runs, batted .275, and made $840,000. Circle the correct answer, please. Babe Ruth is less than the average modern baseball player. Babe Ruth is greater than the modern average baseball player, or Babe Ruth is equal to the modern baseball player. In art, I finally get to relax with a connect the dot picture. Here's my picture. Too bad it turns out to be connect the ancient Mayan numerals picture. Those are all numbers, how the Mayans used to write them. Math is just a total problem. Miss Fibonacci says there are many ways to count. She asks us to give examples, and Russell counts his fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are Russell's fingers, right? Molly says 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Miss Fibonacci says, I always count 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. By the way, that's a pattern on a homework you did. Fibonacci sequence. Find that problem. But on Tetra, the kids only have 2 fingers on that planet on each hand. They count 1, 2, 3, 10. And on binary, the kids only have 1 finger on each hand. They count 1, 10. Question. What are the next 5 numbers in each sequence above? All right. This one's easy, right? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right? How about this next one? Challenge. 2, do you think Miss Fibonacci has ever been to the planet Tetra? Or 3, how would you bowl if you lived on the planet binary? We are just about to go home when Rebecca remembers the special birthday cupcakes her mom made. There are 24 kids in class, and Rebecca has 24 cupcakes. So what's the problem? Rebecca wants Miss Fibonacci to have a cupcake too. Everyone's going crazy trying to figure out what fraction of a cupcake each person's going to get. I'm the first one to figure out the answer. I raise my hand and I tell Miss Fibonacci I'm allergic to cupcakes. Everyone, 24, believes me and gets 1 cupcake. No one, 0, has to figure out fractions. I stagger out of school. I'm a math zombie now. I have to find something to break this math curse. I decide to try chocolate. My favorite candy bar is usually 50 cents. But guess what? Today it's on sale for 50% off. Minus plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a, where a is the number of letters in your first name and b is your age and c is your shoe size. I decide to buy licorice instead. I pull out my money. I have a $5 bill, a $1 bill, a quarter, and a penny. George Washington is on both the quarter and the $1 bill. Abraham Lincoln is on both the penny and the $5 bill. So which is true? A, 1 Washington equals 25 Lincolns. B, 5 Washingtons equals 1 Lincoln. C, 1 Washington equals 100 Lincolns. Or D, 1 Lincoln equals 25 Washingtons. Don't forget to show your work. Extra credit. What do you think Thomas Jefferson thinks about all this? Like that picture too. You got Abe Lincoln on the right, both on the $5 bill and the penny, right? They seem to be staring down at the girl with the math curse. I am now a raving math lunatic. What will happen if this keeps up for a whole year? How many minutes of math madness would that be? What's your problem? Says my sister. 365 times 24 times 60, I snarl. Dinner brings no relief. While passing the mashed potatoes, Mom says, what your father says is false. Dad helps himself to the mashed potatoes and says, what your mom says is true. I think about that for a minute. If what my mom says is true, then what my dad says is false. But if what dad says is false, then what mom says can't be true. And if mom says that isn't true, then what dad says isn't false. But that can't be true because he said what mom says is true and she says what he says is false. Can that be true? I think about that. Then I think about that some more. Then I think I better go to bed. I undo 8 buttons plus 2 shoelaces. I subtract 2 shoes. I multiply times 2 socks. And I divide by 3 pillows to get 5 sheep. Remainder 1, which is all I need before I fall asleep. Then the problems really begin. I dream I'm in a room with no doors and no windows. The room is covered with a lifetime of problems. I only have 1 piece of chalk. How do I get out? I'm about to give up and die when the answer comes to my problem, comes to me. Fractions. I break the piece of chalk in half, then I put the 2 halves together. 1 half plus 1 half equals 1 whole. I put the hole on the wall and I jump out. I'm free. I wake up Wednesday morning at 7:15. It takes 10 minutes to get dressed, 15 minutes to eat my breakfast, and 1 minute to brush my teeth. My bus leaves at 8 o'clock. What time will I be ready? 7:41. No problem. I have broken the math curse. I can solve any problem. And life is just great until I get to science class and Mr. Newton says, you know, you can think of almost everything as a science experiment. Love that face. All right, great book. Hope you enjoyed it. And I keep looking. There's got to be a sequel to this book with Mr. Newton's science curse, huh? Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. I will talk to you soon.